evening and welcome to the Forum in Champlin. Tonight the Rebels host the Anoka Tornadoes. This rivalry's been around for 30 years. Champlin Park playing well this season, 9-7-1, 5-5 in conference play. Meanwhile, the Tornadoes struggling a bit. I'm Steve Thompson along with Dan Ficken. And Dan, for Anoka tonight, a big challenge on the road.
Well, they really do. They're 2-8 coming into their last 10 games coming in here. It's been a tough season. They're only averaging 2 goals a game scoring and giving up 5. They've had a lot of injuries. They've been hit by COVID. Lost their captain for 10 weeks with a broken wrist. He comes back, he gets hurt again. So it's just been one of those seasons for the Tornadoes. But their coach said they're still putting out, they're hustling, and they're working hard and are engaged. So, and in a rivalry game like this,
yeah, they've got a good goal scorer in Hayden Caesar. He'll be fun to watch.
I really will. He's kind of what we call a bulldog. He's scored 15 goals, 6 assists. He's got 6 power play goals, and his coach said most of those goals are within 2 feet of the crease. So he's the tough little bulldog for them to be fun to watch.
Meanwhile, for the Rebels, Jordan Ron leading the way, and Champlin Park has some scoring options, but Ron right now is the one leading the way.
Oh, he's just had a fantastic year. I mean, he's got 28 points, 3 power play goals, shorthanded goal. Guy's all-around player. Coach said about him, best player on the ice, and I don't care who's out there. He's been real impressed. He's a hustler, he's a scorer, he can really shoot, and he'll be fun to watch tonight as the Rebels try to push for a section seeding.
And there's no doubt Champlin Park could be a dangerous team. 5-5 in league play, 9-7-1 overall, but they've been close. They've played some good teams very well.
Well, they're 5-2 right now in their last 7 games. The 2 losses, 1-goal games against Rogers and Andover, number 1 team in the state, and they split with Centennial. So they got to get a few more of those wins. They're beating the people they should. If they do that here at the end of the season, they're going to be in good shape for the sections and be a dangerous team to play.
From the Forum tonight, it's Champlin Park and Anoka here on CCX.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Here we are at the Forum, a good old-fashioned rivalry, Anoka and Champlin Park tonight. Steve Thompson, Dan Ficken, and we take a look at the Tornadoes huddling up around their goaltender, Parker Haglund. The senior 3-7, his goals against 5.14, his save percentage 849, and that's a great shot. That might come in handy as we go through the night tonight. And here we go, rivalry 30 years. These schools split off. Anoka.
Yep, they were a combined school, actually. I mean, all the kids from Champlin went up to Anoka to play. So, yeah, and it's been a little heated on occasion, but we're looking at Colin New. He's playing for the Rebels, 6-6-1, 4.03 GAA, save percentage of .855. So these are questions for both these teams tonight. There are areas that need to get stocked up, with the Rebels especially, too, because they're starting to smell like something that's going to contend in the sections here. If you look at their record, who they played recently, they've been playing very well.
Yeah, and there's no doubt their goals per game, 4.35, plenty. Their goals against, 3.76. If they can improve their goaltending down the stretch, as we pointed out, at the top could be a very dangerous team in sections. That draw squirts into the zone. And it'll be picked up by Roy Johnson, one of the seniors on the blue line. Tornadoes hold the zone down in the corner. Player goes down heavily. That's Matt Icarella. Icarella back up, giving chase in the corner. Austin Lang for the Tornadoes. They try and get it out in front as they fight behind New. And then there's Johnson who chips it off the boards. It's held in at the line. Good job there by Owen Phelps. He'll dump it in. Tornadoes go for a change. New out of the cage. This is Brody Olson. Sends it out to center ice. And Champlin Park's going to dump it in for zone time. Riker Grant dumped it in. We got the goalie out. The penalty right away. Pushing and shoving. Players all over. But the goaltender got hit pretty good back there. And the Tornadoes didn't like it one bit. Shoving the goaltender was Drew Bellison. Or maybe it was, that was Evan Wilson.
Evan Williams, yeah.
Yeah, Evan Williams is going to go to the penalty box for hitting the goaltender.
Oh, and he actually hit him, too. That could be a 5-minute major, especially this week with the Buffalo goalie in the NHL getting suspended after hitting a guy like that.
Goalie out of the net, unprotected. We'll see what the call is as Hagelin got smoked by Evan Williams.
Well, Anoka, I think a little bit of frustration. I mean, Anoka gets the Rebels pinned early in the first minute or so of this game, and are putting real force up the first time the puck gets down in the Anoka zone. Bang, the goalie gets rocked by one of the Rebels. So this could be a big one right here.
And a couple of Tornadoes, by the looks of it, in the box as well. So here we are, 45 seconds in, and Williams decks the goalie Hagelin. There's Tom Potter, the head coach for Champlin Park. He's not arguing anything.
No, I think it is what it is and what will happen. I think the minor scuffling and roughing afterwards, they'll just even that out, and then they'll have the one goaltender interference, whatever, as the big penalty. But it could be a roughing on the goalie, which would be a little bit more.
Tom Potter, of course, played once upon a time here at Champlin Park. He was a Rebel, played his home games in this building, and there's Jared Reinholtz, the head coach for the Tornadoes, and also played for Anoka. So these guys, both coaching teams they played for in high school, and they're still sorting it out. All three officials right in front of the scorer's box. And the captain standing there as well, waiting for the call, and they're going to sort it out. So now the official's going to talk to the leadership on both teams. Hagelin's okay. He's ready to go. You can see him there, but he got hit.
He got rocked. There's no question, but we got to remember that goalies have a lot of equipment on, though. That's good, but he went on his backside.
And the thing is, they're not expecting to get hit because you can't. Here it is again. And that's just on his back. And that's a hit to get the goaltender airborne, pads in the air.
Yeah.
Watch it again right here.
Well, Williams got his shoulder down, and he kept it down, and then he brought it up in an explosive manner. If he would have tried to pull off a little bit, I think it would have been wouldn't be so bad, but I got a feeling he's going to get nailed good.
It is a 5-minute major, and then 2 minors on the Tornadoes here. Time of the penalty is at 45 seconds, so a drama early. And the penalties on the Tornadoes go against Jackson Provancha and also Hayden Caesar, their leading scorer. We talked about him pregame, and now Potter's talking it over. I doubt he's arguing the penalty on Williams because he just smoked the goaltender, and I think when he sees the replay of the game, he'll realize it.
He asked him point blank, it was 5 minutes? Kind of questioned the 5-minute call, and he kind of indicated that the goalie kind of stuck his arms out toward his player stuff, but you and I did not see that on the replay, and I think it's a good call. You can't hit the goalie.
So time of the penalty is 45 seconds, and what it results in is Champlin Park will be 4-on-3
for 2 minutes.
And then Anoka will have a 3-minute power play, and they can score at will. So Champlin Park gets it set up. They come to the near side. Here's Jordan Ron. Ron, 12 goals, 15 assists. Ron dumps it down low, and it's picked off by the Tornadoes. Zone held there. That's Muss. Ethan Muss gives it over to the far point. That's Bellison. Right back in the middle, Bellison tries to go down low. Can't hit Muss. He'll throw it toward the net. It's still loose. Giving chase after it is Trevor Aberwald for Champlin Park and White. And now it squirts behind the net. Cullen McKay is going to clear it all the way down. Out of his cage is New. And here come the Rebels. Up the boards. Here's Bellison in over the line on sides. Into the right circle. Will set up at the point. Come across to the near side. Steps in, shot. Deflected away. May have hit his own player. Aberwald in front. And the goal comes off. And we'll get a draw to the right of Parker Hagelin.
I asked Coach Potter, what does he like about this team, or what does he think the team's success is based on? And he just said these guys just like playing as a team. They're not real concerned about who's getting the points or when they're getting the points. It's winning games. And he said they started believing a little while ago that why can't we be section champs? Why can't we go to state? Why not us? And you're seeing them build onto that, especially the past 7 games. They played very, very well.
Buzz over to the right. Here's a shot saved by Hagelin. Saw it all the way. That shot came off the stick of Drew Bellison, the junior blue liner. Both teams are going to change it up. 52 to go in the 4-on-3 for the Rebels. And then Anoka goes on the extended power play.
It's kind of an odd situation for both teams. I mean, how many times do you practice a 4-on-3 in your practices? You just don't do that.
Roy Johnson holds it in at the line, gets it right back. His wrister all the way through, goes wide, net comes off again. So Hagelin really pushing off that post, and we'll get another draw.
We'll see how long that lasts, Steve. It's coming off quite frequently now, and referees tend to frown on that practice after a little while.
Yep.
So far, I mean, Anoka's done a very good job killing this penalty. There's been a few shots, but nothing really dangerous.
McCain tries to get it out. Johnson holds it in, gets it right back. Johnson skates in, still finding room. Goalie down, goes around the net. And now it's Blodgett back outside. Big drive, hit traffic in front from the point. That came off the stick of Austin Anderson to center. Anderson will get it back in his own zone and skate it forward. 12 seconds remaining, and the Rebels 4-on-3. Here's Trombley. Back out to the point, Johnson. To the near side.
Goalie does not have a stick. His goalies had lost a stick. Nobody went back to help him when they got it out of the zone. So he's still playing without a stick.
Here's Blodgett, dumps it right back in. Goalie makes a save, no stick. Still waiting to retrieve, and he'll slide out and grab it. And now Anoka with a man advantage, 5-on-4 for the next 2:42. The major penalty, of course, on Evan Williams. In full force for the moment. Tornadoes get it into the zone. Here's Caesar. Hayden Caesar gaining control. Goes to the far point. This is Reinholtz, coach's son. Scoots it over to the near side. There's Provancha. They try to go across in traffic. Rebels gain control. Trying to skate out of there is Ron. Ron can't get it out. Held in at the far point by Reinholtz. Tornadoes in maroon. Trying to get a shot away. Coming up on 2 to go in this power play for the Tornadoes. Period number 1 here at the Forum. Gaining control. This is Lang. Lang across. Grabbed there by Provancha. They go right back behind the net. Here's Maloney. Tornadoes doing a good job of playing keep away, but can't get any looks at the net. Out to the point. Reinholtz toward the net. Roy Johnson trying to gain control, gets sandwiched there. Skating out of there is Lang. Lang goes over to the far side, now right back out to the point. Reinholtz dumps it down on the half wall. Picking it up again as Lang tried to center. Then the Rebels gain control and fire it out, no. Held in by Reinholtz, right back down into the corner. Out into the slot area, it comes loose. It is fired down by Ron.
A lot of good puck movement, Steve, but they got one shot on goal that whole time. I think it's an extended power play. We still got a little over a minute left. Pull something together here, but got a couple good opportunities though.
Tornadoes carry it into the zone down deep. Icarella comes across. This is Phelps. He loses the handle and retreats to his own blue line. Goes deep to D. Picked up there by McKay. McKay comes right back across. Picked off by the Rebels. Bellison. He'll go down into the corner. Bellison with it. Tries to step in front. Does. Finally falls down and goes behind the goaltender. And now picking it up for Champlin Park at center ice is Ethan Muss. They go back into their own end, 30 to go in the power play, and they'll send it all the way down. Out of his cages, Hagelin tees it up for McKay. McKay will try and skate it ahead. Great back check by Muss. He disrupts everything. He'll go for a change. And the Rebels have almost killed it off.
Muss just had a great shift there, both offensively and defensively for the Rebels.
Up and down he went.
He was all over it.
Tornadoes get it on the far half wall. Wyatt Maloney to center. Off a skate. Goes in. And that'll go in as an ice.
Yes.
So Hayden Caesar wasn't able to get a stick on it. We'll go to the other end. We're 5-on-5. 11-12 to go. So a lot of action in the first minute of the game. No damage.
No damage. Both teams have pretty much equal opportunities, a 2-minute penalty or a power play and then a 3-minute power play, but nothing happened. And their shots are only 2-1 in favor of Champlin.
Caesar on the draw for the Tornadoes. The Rebels control. They send it in behind the net on the side. A shot. No one home. Trying to skate out of there is Tyler Trombley. Trombley still in the corner for the Rebels. A lot of pushing and shoving. Player goes down. That's Evan Williams. Tornadoes control and dump it out to center. Giving chase on the fly. Here's Palmquist. Palmquist with speed into the corner. Gets bumped behind the net and hauled down. No penalty. He got roughed up pretty good there by Simonson. Puck comes out in front. Renew controls. Here's Roy Johnson. He's a good-looking defenseman. In over the line. Left circle. Shot. Save. Big rebound. Given up by Hagelin. But getting there, or Eberwald got there a step late. That one sent all the way down right on goal. Lou makes the save. And they'll fire it ahead to Anderson. Anderson to Roy Johnson. He'll dump in and set up on the blue line. Big collision on the boards. Two players aside getting after it. Lang gets it right back out. Here's Anderson for the Rebels.
Well, it's the first sustained pressure by the Champlin Park Rebels here in this game. They finally got in the zone and worked it a little bit. A lot of gritty work going on the boards there.
Ron gives it up, gets it back. Here's Ron on the fly. With Aberwald, goes in, goes off a Tornado skate. That was Owen Phelps defensively. He got his leg in a good spot. Here's Lang in over the line, tried to give it up. Stays with it, goes into the corner. That goes all the way through. Icarella got a shot, but it went well wide. Drew Bellison grabs and he'll skate it out of there. Bellison to the line and in. Continues to carry down into the corner. Joining the fray, Bernovic.
Boy, a couple smooth skating defensemen there for the Rebels between Johnson and Bellison.
Yeah, Roy Johnson's really a good player. Very smooth. Coach has to feel very comfortable with him on the ice. Puck goes all the way around, pinching in. Matthew Peterson. Peterson into the corner, now out to the point, right toward the net, but that goes wide and comes all the way into the near corner. Bellison after it again. And now the Tornadoes try to clear with Owen Phelps. Held in by the Rebels, right back in, gloved by Hagelin. 8:33 to go.
Boy, a lot of turnovers on the half boards there for the Tornadoes here in that last shift, and just got pushed on it. You can start to see the momentum now really coming over to the Rebels side here, even after taking that 5-minute major, which they killed. So we'll see what happens here. Goaltending's got to step up for Tornadoes right now.
There's Brody Olson over to Roy Johnson near point. They'll go over to the far side. Good puck movement off the side of the net. That was a quick shot taken there by Anderson, right in front, and a goal!
Yep.
Evan Williams, who took the major, I think put it away.
That's paying your team back a little bit for something not very smart. Did a great job there. But I love the way the Rebels really know how to use their rink. It's a big rink, and they've really spread it out. We saw rink-wide passes, a couple of them there, and finally got it going east and west, and then got it in front, and Evan Williams got in, came across, and buried it. See, a nice play by Roy Johnson there. He got it back to the middle in the crease, and then Williams came across on the rebound and picked it up and got it and just stuck with it.
He got it right around the goaltender, Hagelin. We'll get the assist.
He did a nice job just pushing it in. Took a little patience, but he got it done.
All right, Grant gets the only assist on the goal by Williams. His 14th of the year. He has 25 points. Here's Roy Johnson, wrister. Saved by Hagelin, hit him up high, and he was able to control the rebound, but Roy Johnson had a pretty good look. 1-0 Rebels, 7:53 to go in the period.
Yeah, he snuck down there very quietly down to the crease area, or the dots area. Got a good opportunity, but Hagelin stood up to him pretty good. But look at this. He sneaks down there to catch him on the back door, right at the crease, but right at the dot there. But Hagelin's standing out of this crease pretty good, cutting down the angle.
Ron took the draw for Champlin Park out there with Trevor Aberwald. Comes in on Hagelin, easy save. We'll get another face-off to his right. Here in period number 1 at the Forum. Out to the near point. Here's Bellison. Goes down on the half wall. Here's Ron skating out of there. Reverses it. Behind the net, Muss. Coming right back in to grab it is Ron. 12 goals, 15 assists, leading the team in points. Rebels pick it up, go all the way to the far side, chip it up the boards and out. That was Trevor Lang. Rebels controlling their own end. They go across. Here's Muss. Muss to the near side. Bellison gets it in on side. Right back over to the far side and Simonson. Here's Bellison again. Aberwald toward the net, pad save Hagelin.
Now watch this. This is a clinic on puck control, Steve. The Rebels are doing a fantastic job, and this is what's going to make them so dangerous in the sections here. They really know where each other are, and they don't mind throwing the puck around to each other.
This is Ron. Ron goes around the net, back out to the point. They hold it in at the line. What a job on the tightrope. Ron again had it in an awkward spot between his legs, and it goes all the way out and down. And Anoka's going to take the ice and get a break with 6:27 to go in the period.
Watch this move by Ron. That got caught, and he did that on purpose. He left it come in between his legs, and he stick behind, and watch when he gets it here. Now watch. See how he pulls it back? Sneaky. I like it. Wow.
Hagelin, a quick save off the draw. We'll do it again. Bernovic in there for Champlin Park. Danny Nez for Anoka. Tornadoes can't gain control. Roy Johnson trying to poke it ahead, and coming the other way is Fred Hubner. Hubner dumps it in behind the net. Champlin Park trying to gain control. Matthew Peterson fighting for it. And now it's Roy Johnson. Up the near side now. Matthew Blodgett goes all the way across. Tornadoes are going to run it down. Beaver. Mason Beaver. Anoka can't get it out. With Blodgett, he'll circle the center. And they'll dump it right back in toward the net.
I wonder if that ice is getting a little warm. That puck is bouncing quite a bit here. Having trouble settling it down. I wonder the warmer weather out. It's changed things in here.
Yeah, I mean, we were in the 20s today.
Yeah.
In on New, he kind of bats that away. Nice feet ahead to the Anoka blue line. This is Blodgett. That one goes just wide. Over to the far point. That one goes just wide. Rebels really buzzing here. Trombley trying to hold it in. Big collision on the near boards, and Anoka gets it out. That'll go all the way down. We'll get another icing with 5:15 to go in the period. Champlin Park leading at 1-0 on the goal by Evan Williams, his 14th of the year. The assist on that goal, Riker Grant, his 5th.
Well, talking to Coach Potter for the game, too, we were talking about, you're winning the games you're supposed to. You're getting close on winning some you shouldn't, but he said, we're also winning those games big, and we need to do that to get section points stuff, and it's a fact of life.
Wyatt Maloney will send it all the way down, and we'll get another face-off in the Anoka end. And Michael McGonigal out due to illness, 6 goals, 7 assists. That doesn't help the Tornado cause either, Dan.
No.
And as you pointed out at the top, illness, injury, etc. for Anoka, it has not gone well for the Tornadoes here in the 21-22 season.
Well, in this type of hockey season, too, the kids, that season can get away from you real quick. And but I'll tell you what, they're putting up some effort tonight. They're playing well.
Tornadoes trying to get it out of the zone. On the stick of Vincent for a moment. Now it's grabbed there by Owen Phelps. Phelps goes to the far boards. Here's Wyatt Maloney. Maloney gets it right back off a deflection. And now Anoka carrying it ahead. Provancha. Right out in front. A cookie lands on the stick of Maloney. New out of position. We're tied at 1.
Oh my gosh. I hate to say it, Mr. Maloney, I'm glad you scored, but you almost caked it. He got it on his backhand. He didn't quite get enough of it. It was going to go wide, and he switched to his forehand quickly and got into the net. But, boy, what a gift he just got there. Look at this bounce.
New deflects it right in front. Maloney tried to backhand, then had time to get it on the forehand and put it in. Wow. 1-1.
Gift wrap, man. Gift wrap.
His 5th of the year. That one right in front of one-timer by Amberwald, smothered by Hagelin. Amberwald right in front.
Oh, Hagelin right on top of it, too. Was not phased. He moved in good position, had it centered right on his chest. Did a nice job on that save, but, boy, what a nice pass up front. Look at this. Bing, boom.
Tornadoes reverse to the far boards. This is Lang. Lang can't get it out. Rebels slap it to the front. Now it's picked up by Ron. Ron goes down into the corner. Out to the point, Roy Johnson. Now they give it up. Here's Aberwald toward the net. That goes wide. Pinching in at the far point was Simonson. He'll go all the way around. Roy Johnson, he'll do the same and dump it right back behind the net. Here's Ethan Muss. He loses the handle, and the Tornadoes trying to get it out. And they will ultimately get it to center. On the fly, Icarella couldn't run it down, and now he'll give chase.
Boy, nice play by Jordan Ron there. He's a forward, and he plays both ends of the ice. He was down deep on that in his own defensive zone. I love seeing that in the player.
Here's Roy Johnson in over the line, offside. 3:36 to go in the period. We're tied at 1, so Cohen New would love to get that one back as he deflected it in front. And Wyatt Maloney for Anoka knocks it into the empty net at 12:14. The goal coming unassisted.
Well, I'll tell you what. Tornadoes needed a break, and they got one. They got rewarded for some good hard work here.
Belloson across, dumped in by Anderson, took a big hit. Trying to center it in front was Grant. And Anoka gets it out. They'll come all the way down on Newell. And just wide of Newell, they wave off the ice. Good job on the forecheck by the Tornadoes. Hubner. They stick with it. But now it's finally picked up by Champlin Park and Drew Belloson. He is ahead of steam, 2-on-2. Tries to step to the front. Knocked away by Hubner. Hubner doing a really good job on that shift. There's Belloson again. Gets it to the blue line. Williams looking for goal number 2. Off his shin, sticks with it. Tries to get it to the point. Now they get it in the middle. That one's kicked away. And the Tornadoes are going to get it out. There's Maloney who had that goal. And we get an icing on Champlin Park. We'll go to the other end and be to the right of Cohen New, 6-6, and 3.98 goals against, 858 save percentage. And that's one that's going to bug New all weekend. He'll think about that.
Ain't going to help your save percentage, that's for sure. But
by the way, 12-2 on shots. That one came toward New, but goes wide. Rebels trying to get it out of the zone. They're having trouble with that. Amberwold couldn't get it out. Good forecheck by Hayden Caesar. He picks it up, tries to center, got it right back, and fired it all the way across. Here's Maloney. Maloney hammered against the boards by Roy Johnson. To give it up to Brody Olson, his defensive partner. And then Roy Johnson falls down. Cody Olsen gets it ahead to the Anoka line. Rebels try to hold it in. And it's picked up there by Ron for the moment. Anoka right back out. Either team able to gain a lot of control late here in the period.
Well, Coach Reinholz was really happy too, just with them starting to do the little things. The Tornadoes, like, chipping it out of the zone. Don't get yourself in a dangerous situation. Don't let it get deep in your zone. He's starting to do things like that recently that have been good, and we could see that here in this last transaction where Anoka was really shutting down the neutral zone up to their defensive blue line.
By the way, Cullen McKay put one in on net. New scooped it up, hung on. We get a draw with 1:37 remaining in the period. To the right of the Rebels goaltender. And Champlin Park will gain control. Cade Simonson gets it up neatly. And the Rebels carry it ahead. 3-on-2 toward the front. Goes all the way through. Nobody home. Rebels trying to establish his zone. Grant's out there. Trombley's out there. Trying to get it to the front. Drew Bellison spurts over to the far corner. Here's Lang. Trevor Lang gets it out to center. Chip further ahead by Austin Lang. And what do we have here?
He had the glove in the Champlin bench. And he shot it up. Well, this is a period I think Anoka's going to be pleased with right now. They're tied up. Probably shouldn't be, but are hanging in there. And then anytime you can do, take a period, you take it a period at a time. This is a win period for the Anoka Tornadoes.
Right back into the Champlin Park zone. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute remaining in period number one. And the Rebels try and clear it out. Jordan Ron got pinned along the boards. Good forecheck over there by Wyatt Maloney. Maloney had that unassisted goal to tie it up. Nice feed ahead. Muss. There's a shot. A rocket from Muss in the right circle. Wow.
What I just said about victory as a period, I just went right down the tubes. Last minute of the period, and you give up a wide angle shot like that. Ouch. That hurts. Rocket by Muss, though. I got to give him that.
Time of the goal, 16:21. That was a laser beam from Muss. His 13th of the year. Got it right back, and boom. Beat Hagelin.
You can see that teamwork there, too. I mean, Ron was coming down the middle, but look at that that one-handed stick pass he made that created the shot opening. A big, big goal for the Rebels here at this point in the period.
They give Ron and Aberwald the assists on the Muss goal. 2-1 Rebels. Late in the period, they carry it in. Picked off by Anoka, and Wyatt Maloney sends it back to center. Roy Johnson fanned on it, and he'll retreat. Under 5 seconds to go in the period. Freezing it against the boards is Ron. That'll do it. And Champlin Park will escape period number one with a 2-1 lead, Dan.
Till that last 2 minutes and they picked it up again, it was not looking good for them. I think they were kind of stunned when Anoka got that opportunity off the deflection. But if they keep skating the way they're skating and moving the puck the way they are, they're going to be scoring some more goals here in the next 2 periods.
And there he is. He scored that go-ahead goal, Ethan Muzz, his 13th of the year. And point number 18 for the senior. And when we come back, we'll have the first period highlights. Once again, Champlin Park leading Anoka Northwest Suburban Boys Hockey on this Saturday night here on the CCX.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
Here we are at the Forum in Champlin on a Saturday night. Champlin Park leading Anoka 2-1 after 1. And the Rebels jumped out on top midway through the period, but there was some action early. First minute of the game, we had a major penalty and 2 minor penalties, Dan. And neither team was able to take advantage. Here's Evan Williams, big hit on the goaltender, Parker Hagelin. Then a scrum ensues. So Williams gets a 5-minute major, and then 2 Tornadoes go to the box as a result. It was Provancha and Caesar taking 2-minute minors. Champlin Park wasn't able to cash in on their brief power play. They got some good looks, though, early on in that power play. And then ultimately, after all of that dust settled, Williams came back, got the first goal of the game. That came at 8:40. There's a shot by Williams up high on the goaltender. Hagelin made the save. And then the goaltender, Evan New for Champlin Park, deflects it right in front. And batting it home was Wyatt Maloney to make it 1-1. He goes backhand and still had time to get it on the forehand and finish it.
Yeah, he can't recover his balance real quick, but he did a nice job there. But we can see it again, nice save there by Hagelin right in front of him. But that one there with a little over 30 seconds left in the period hurt a lot. Look at that.
Ethan Moss off that beautiful touch pass from Jordan Ron. They gave another assist on that goal to Trevor Averwald, but Muzz cashes in. And by the looks of that replay, we saw that maybe Hagelin didn't see it all the way. That may have come off a screen, but it was still a wide-angle shot. And Champlin Park, as I mentioned, escapes after one, leading Anoka 2-1. You see the shots, 13-3 Champlin Park, some of the other numbers, Dan.
Yeah, it's they're spending a lot of time in Anoka's zone, and that's, you see the 3 shots by Anoka. And, you know, they really have got to start putting some pucks on net instead of dumping, get it in there and firing some shots in net no matter where. When you look at the goal they got, anything happens when you put the puck on the net. If you get another goal, okay, we got a whole new ballgame here. They're still in this thing.
Penalties, 2 for 4, as we mentioned. All the penalties coming in the first 45 seconds of the game. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. Champlin Park leading Anoka 2-1 here on this Saturday night. Boys hockey here on CCX. There's the goal scorer for the Tornadoes. Wyatt Maloney made it 1-1 at 12:14. And the Rebels get a late goal from that guy, Ethan Muss. His 13th of the year. 2-1 Rebels after 1 period of play. Steve Thompson, Dan Ficken from the Forum tonight.
Well, this is kind of a crucible period for the Anoka Tornadoes. They have been outscored 43-12 in the second period. That's a differential of -33, whereas the Rebels are +2 in the second period. So this could be the period that the Rebels bust this thing open, according to what stats are telling me. But I saw some good fight in the Tornadoes. Just they got to get some, a little tougher on D, keep the shots outside, and give Hagelin all the help they can.
There are the goaltenders. You saw Cohen New from Champlin Park a moment ago. There's Parker Hagelin getting ready to start their second period of work tonight. 13-3 on shots. Hagelin's had a lot of work and got decked by Evan Williams, who took a 5-minute major. He's got the 5-minute major. He's got a goal. Modern-day version of the Gordie Howe.
Is he looking for the hat trick?
Looking for the assist here, and he's just about there if you can count a major. Of course, no fighting in high school hockey. And Tornadoes dump it in, and we've seen a lot of icing calls. That's got to be a half a dozen already.
Yeah. We're going to take a look at that hit again. You see this happened right away in the first period, and he puts his shoulder down and just rocks Ethan Hagelin of the Tornadoes. Hagelin got right back up, though, God bless him.
Yeah, and he's been fine. He popped right up, but he got smoked. Rebels on the attack. Here's Riker Grant out to the point. That's Brody Olson. Top defensive pairing out there. Brody Olson, Roy Johnson. That one goes up into the netting off the stick of Jordan Ron. Ron, 12 goals, 15 assists, 27 points to lead the Rebels coming into the game tonight. Both teams will change it up. 31 seconds into period number 2. 30 to be exact.
Ron gets a lot of leeway with his coach. You'll see him down low. You'll see him up high. You see him moving laterally back and forth. He's kind of in control, and they let him go where he needs to go to be the most effective.
Another one into the netting off Brody Johnson's stick. Sophomore on the blue line. 1 goal, 4 assists, but he's part of that top pair.
Jordan Ron, you see 10 goals, 10 assists, 20 points. Junior in the past 13 games, that's what he's gotten. And if you notice, what I really like about that, Steve, 10 assists. He's got as many assists as goals. That means he's making everybody else around him better.
I'd call that a hot streak. That's impressive. Well, Jordan Ron having quite a season.
Well, he's going to try to turn it into 14 games tonight. We'll see.
And they're over talking to the coaches. A moment ago, they talked to Tom Potter on the Champlin Park bench. And now Jared Ryan holds over on the Anoka bench. Not sure what that was about. But we play 5-on-5, early period number 2. And the Rebels lead it. Controlled by the Tornadoes. Cullen McKay tries to reverse and get it out. It's good clearing play. And here comes Anoka. Wyatt Maloney in over the line, left circle. Steered it toward the net. It was deflected. That was Hayden Caesar trying to throw it in front. He was able to knock it down, and the Rebels clear. And that's going to go all the way down as an icing. I think Trevor Aberwald would like to have that one back. I think he tried to chip it up the boards and get a deflection, and it didn't pan out that way.
That was as good offensive creative play by Anoka as we've seen all day. Look at that pass out there, and bang. Boy, he knew he had to be on his toes. He was right there on a good save, but nice play creation there by the Tornadoes.
And behind the play, Ethan Muzz may have got banged up. He was hobbled going into the Rebel bench, and he's getting checked out by the training staff over there. That'd be a big blow. Muzz had the go-ahead goal late in period number 1. Here comes Maloney in over the line, had it knocked away, and the trailing player, Caesar, got a shot away. Hayden Caesar. Little heat being put on by the Tornadoes early in the period as they try and get the equalizer. And now Champlin Park's going to clear it ahead. Drew Bellison carries it. He gets decked as he tried to step around the defender. Ashton Vincent knocked him down. No arms in the air. We play on.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to old-time hockey. That is called a hip check, and it was executed beautifully.
Rebels hold the zone. They get it to the near side. That is Anderson in front. Goalie goes down. Puck still loose. And it's cleared all the way down by the Tornadoes. They'll take the icing there, but Hagelin was down out of position. Great scoring chance, but the Rebels couldn't make it 3-1.
Oh, there was a rumble in the jungle down in front of that crease. Oh, my gosh, they had a bunch of people in there. Nice play here. Now watch his hip check. Just beautifully laid in. Just kind of, here I come. And just gets all of them. Just a beautiful hit check to take him off the puck. And we see an opportunity here from the point, a good shot. Now watch all the Rebels that are converging in front. There were 3 of them standing there at one point.
They couldn't get it by Hagelin. Still 2-1 Rebels. Puck comes to center. Roy Johnson, one of the captains, delivers it in. Puck comes in front. Ron couldn't get a shot away. Ron had stepped around a defender, and now Anoka gets it to center. Roy Johnson at his own blue line. Comes near his side, and Cade Simonson. Simonson will dump it in. It won't be called an icing. Trying to pick it up behind the net is Bellison. He can't get to it. Ron right after it. Tries to go in front. Puck is loose and deflected away. It comes into the near corner. Riker Grant tried to reverse, but the Tornadoes are there and get it to center. Into his own zone is Simonson.
The Rebels have been putting tremendous pressure on the Anoka defense, and they've been turning it over. There were 2 turnovers the last time down in the zone, and They're going to dump it deep and really go after on the forecheck the Tornado D.
Trevor Lang along the boards. Finally chips it out. Actually, Matt Icarella finally got it done. Here's Ron. Ron to the blue line. Still has the puck. Then loses the handle. Nice play there by Owen Phelps. Phelps kind of picked his pocket. And now it's Icarella again. Icarella goes to the far side. And it comes all the way out to center. Rebels turn the other way. Aberwald in over the blue line. Players go down. We got an arm in the air. And I think Anoka's going to get a trip here and a power play for the Rebels.
Yep. I think so. That stick got caught up in the legs and took him right out. Anoka's penalty kill's working at about 72%. And Champlin's got a respectable power play of 25% actually. But you can see the stick get down there and take him out. And boy, this isn't what the Tornadoes needed, but we'll see if they can kill it off here.
Time of the penalty, 3:38, tripping call on Austin Lang. 5-on-4 go the Rebels.
Boy, I don't know if Ron's left the ice this period. I think he came out right away and he's been out there the whole time.
There's Bellison into the middle. That was Muzz. He's back. He got banged up earlier in the period. Now he's out on top. Fanned on it. Kept it in the zone. Ethan Muzz over to the left and Ron. Muzz gets it back. They're playing catch. Here's Ron. Shot from the outside. Pad save. Puck loose. Another save. And right back out. Here's Muzz. Ron got it all the way through. Hagelin made the save and then made another save on the doorstop on Bellison. Here's Bellison to Muzz. Muzz over to Ron. Ron loves circle. Shot up high. Deflects toward the corner. Tornadoes won't get it out. Ron holds it in.
Ron's got 3 power play goals so far this year, so you can see why they're giving him the puck.
All the way across. Bellison into the middle. Muzz fakes a shot. Left circle. Another shot. That deflected into the far corner off the stick of Jordan Ron. And now skating ahead. Here comes Maloney. Short-handed. Maloney goes into the corner. Gets hammered by Muzz. And it's picked up by Ron. He'll turn and go the other way with 45 remaining in the power play. Ron around the defender. Into the slot. And shot. Rifles it by Hagelin.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now a 14-game point streak for Mr. Ron. What a beautiful play. He just took it in, got smack in the middle of the slot, and just ripped a shot. Just beat Hagelin clean. Coach Potter said he's got a great shot. He knows how to get it on net. Boy, he sure looked at that time. It wasn't even close.
Jordan Ron's 13th of the year, a laser beam in the slot. He goes coast to coast, eludes a defender, and beats Hagelin. Boom.
Upper corner, just upper left-hand corner, just ripped it. The goalie had barely a moment to react at all there. And we got a 2-goal lead here now for the Rebels.
Muzz will get the assist 200 feet away, and Ron goes 200 and beats Hagelin to make it 3-1 here in period number 2 at the Forum. Rebels get it again, side of the net. And now the Tornadoes are going to pick it up and try and clear it out of there. Grovansha can't get it out. And now they finally shovel it to center. Roy Johnson's going to grab. Brody Olson with him on that defensive pairing. He'll get it ahead too far, and the Tornadoes right back out. Roy Johnson now at the point, goes across. Brody Olson can't run it down. Gets it back on the half wall, skates out. Now they try to set it up. They get it toward the net. Brody Olson right over the top of Hagelin. 4-1 Rebels. Well, Hagelin went down and he went right over the top under the crossbar.
Second one in a row that went over the top on him. They kind of figured out he's going down a little early. But I'll tell you what, that last goal before this one by Ron was pretty much a solo effort. But boy, Steve, this Rebel team can really move that puck between each one of them. I mean, there was 5 or 6 passes in there. They just moved and they worked it. And I mean, what a play. What a play. Look at that. 3 guys touched the puck there before he buried it.
Second of the year for Brody Olson. He had 4 assists coming in.
That's why they're a dangerous team. They really play well together as a team.
Blodgett and Aberwald get the assists on the Olsen goal. And just like that, goals coming a little over a minute apart, 4-1 Rebels. They let it 2-1 after one. Here's a shot saved by Hagelin. Rebound comes out of there. Rebels control the zone. Here's Anderson toward the net, saved by Hagelin. 10-13 to go in the period. And they scored quickly. Ron at 4:57 on the power play, and then Olsen at 6:05.
Well, even there, we saw the third line of the Rebels come out there and do just exactly the same thing. Great puck movement, kept in control of it, and they got to face off inside the attack zone.
Tornadoes are going to get it out of there. Here's Fred Hubner, gives it up on the wing. That was Reinholtz, Jacob Reinholtz getting a shot. Haven't called his name too much. He got the start tonight. And got a shot away. Rebels trying to clear the zone. Evan Williams had the first goal of the game. Also had a 5-minute major, 45 seconds in for decking the goaltender Hagelin. Anoka trying to hold it in. That's Reinholtz again. Dumps it down into the corner. And now it's Bellison. Bellison, stick handling, behind his own goal line. Gets it ahead, turns it over. There's a quick shot. Uncorked there by Danny Ness. And now it's Bellison again. He'll give it up.
Good response here by the Tornadoes, boy. They got down and got a good forecheck going. Got a couple shots.
Ron into the middle, around the defender and around the goaltender. Ultimately around the net goes Bellison. Ron picks it up behind the net, goes outside. Quick shot uncorked by Anderson. That squirts all the way through. Over to the far half wall. Wicked forecheck by Evan Williams. And then ultimately, Hagelin gloves it to get a stop.
Here we go. Just went ahead on goals with that last goal there. 14 games. It's pretty impressive here for the junior forward here. And I think one of the things Coach Potter liked about it, he's a junior.
Yeah.
He's not a free agent.
That one goes wide. Shot from the point by Cade Simonson. Simonson trying to hold it in. He ultimately does. Running it down is Matthew Peterson. He'll send it in front, and the Tornadoes are able to knock it to the corner. Here's Matt Acarella. He can't get it out of there. And there's a wrister from the left circle. And that one buried. I think it was Peterson who gets the goal. Let's see. Anyway, it's 5-1 Rebels. I think Peterson in the left circle is able, and it is.
That third line again, good puck movement, being in the right place at the right time. Created an opportunity coming out from behind the net and ripped it up top again too, I believe. I think it was an upper goal. Good stop there, good pickup here. Yep, upper corner there. They're going that stick side high on him, on Hagelin, and it's coming through. And here's where that second period has just killed the Tornadoes this year.
Will Bernovic gets the assist. Peterson, the goal, is 5th of the year. Time of that goal at 8:29. And the Rebels now have a 5-1 lead. Here comes Roy Johnson from the blue line, steps up, left circle, goes to the goal line extended. He tried to go up high, and it goes off the side of the net. Johnson still has it. He goes all the way across. And they go toward the net. And Hagelin's going to pounce on it. There's some pushing and shoving, and
that's what happens in that crease. It's an ugly situation at times, but boy, I'll tell you, Champlin Park has really come out here and pretty much done what they wanted here. 4 unanswered goals for them, and just really putting the pressure on.
You see Mason Beaver step over the boards there for Anoka. Well, they were right in it. They gave up a late goal in the first. It was 2-run Rebels. And then here in the middle of period number 2, 3 quick goals for Champlin Park. And they are in command, out shooting Anoka 25-5 at the moment.
Well, they're going to have some opportunities here now, not only in the conference but also non-conference games to improve their seeding. Play Benilde St. Margaret's, Duluth East, and White Bear Lake. They can pull victories out of 2 or 3 of those. That's going to look good on their section resume.
Yeah, and they really have played a tough schedule this year. They're 9-7-1, 5-5 in conference play. As you pointed out, there's a save by Hagelin, went all the way through, and the net's off. I can't believe they haven't stopped play. They'll play on with the net off. Here's Maloney. Maloney centering pass for Caesar. Comes to the stick of Tyler Trombley, and he'll go right back out. Grabbed there by Jacob Reinholtz, and he'll get it ahead. Here's Maloney again. Maloney, nice move to the middle, goes to the backhand, saved by New, and it squirts all the way to the side, and it's cleared by Champlin Park. That was a great effort by Maloney. Here comes Champlin Park the other way, all the way in goes Muss, and Hagelin smothers it.
Well, we're experiencing fire wagon hockey here. It's been on fire up and down the ice both ways here over the past 3 or 4 minutes. Good opportunity here for the Tornadoes. Maloney coming into the middle with a backhand, and they converged on net. God bless them, they should. We got to get some goals. You can get some dirty goals in front. So Danny Ness, especially in front, really took a beating but hung in there.
Anderson goes around the net. Anoka trying to clear it out on the pinch. Here's Ron. Ron gets pinned to the boards. 2 Tornadoes come over there and hit him. They get it right back in front, crashing toward the net, and that net comes off the moorings. And they're going to reset that, and we'll start over.
I don't blame Mr. Hagelin. Yeah, give me a break here, boy. He's been under siege here for the past 3 minutes.
Well, and there's a lot of white jerseys all over him.
Yeah.
I mean, they're getting bodies right in front. Ron can't win the draw. Tornadoes get it to the line and then ultimately out. Here they come. Here's Trevor Lang. Lang toward the front, crashing the net, but tied up was Austin Lang, and it comes all the way out to center. Here comes Ron on the move with Williams. Williams standing in front. Ron goes all the way around, gets it out, steered into the glass by Hagelin. That's Grant, Riker Grant. He can't control. And the Tornadoes in maroon get it out to center. Getting after it is Austin Lang. He'll try and run it down behind the net. He gets bumped to the boards there by Austin Anderson, and the Rebels control. Here's Roy Johnson. Roy Johnson on the move with Williams. Gives it up. There's a shot that whistles wide off the stick of Ron. And a long shift for Ron. Comes in on Hagelin. He'll stop it. Ron's all over the ice.
And he's on it a lot, too. You notice they're playing him pretty good. But I'm impressed with Roy Johnson. I mean, just the smooth skating. He's just a dynamic performer. And when he turns it on, he can scoot. Got a little out of his control in that play there, but boy, he's impressive as a skater. Wow.
Rebels get it out to the point. Simonson can't hold the zone. Goes D to D. That is Drew Bellison. Now they get it ahead. Here's Bernovic. Bernovic's going to dump in. They give chase. Hagelin out of his net. Tees it up.
Ooh.
That almost came out in front.
Yep.
Under 5 to go in period number 2. The Rebels have grabbed control of this one here in period number 2. Anoka trying to get it around the board. Jackson Provanchuk. And now here's Maloney. He's had a good game. He has a goal. And had a good scoring chance earlier in this period when he stepped in front, got it to the backhand. Caesar with the backhand, saved by New. Caesar a quick backhander.
This line, first line for the Tornadoes has been effective. They've gotten some opportunities here, just not enough of them.
Simonson tries to go across, picked off. Hubner, he gets hauled down, or excuse me, getting hauled down there was Owen Phelps.
Yep.
And the Tornadoes are going to get a power play.
It's too bad the first line was already out, just got off the ice. And maybe they'll delay it enough to get them back out there for the first power play. But you can see the hand there kind of pulls him, especially the right hand we didn't see, but he yanks a little bit, takes him off balance. So Rebels are going to go down a man here.
Going to the box, Cade Simonson, time of the penalty, 12:48. Power play for Anoka. and the Tornadoes hold it in the zone. Over on the left, saved by New.
And I like that, too. It was a bad angle shot, but they got a shot. They can't be pretty on this one, Steve. They've got to get pucks on the net. They're going to need at least 3 or 4 shots here in this power play, and hopefully they can punch one in, taking it a goal at a time as they go. Okay, here we go. The top line for the Tornadoes is out right now. Remember now, Hayden Caesar has got 6 power play goals, so keep your eye on 34.
Caesar and Austin Lang, and then, of course, Wyatt Maloney, the goal scorer for the Tornadoes out there. They get it out to the point.
Oh.
They wheel it across. Caesar back out on top. Caesar gets it on the half wall, down low for Lang, goes off the official skate. Bad luck there. The Rebels are able to clear it to the Anoka blue line. It's gathered in there by Reinholtz. Now it's Caesar again. Right back to Reinholtz. He'll skate behind the net and move it forward. 1:15 to go in the Anoka power play. Here's Caesar on the wing. Gets it over on the far corner. Roy Johnson. Big collision there. Roy Johnson just absolutely decked Austin Lang. Anoka sends it all the way down to Hagelin. They'll tee it up. Here's Reinholtz again behind his own net.
Anoka's making some good plays, Steve. They just can't connect to finish the play off. They're fumbling the puck. It's coming off their sticks bad, and they just can't control it.
So it'll go all the way down. Roy Johnson saw an opening, fires it the length of the ice. Here's Reinholtz again. 35 to go in the Anoka power play. They're down 5-1, getting outshot 26-8. Here comes McKay toward the net. That goes all the way around. Burns. He goes all the way through. And now it's McKay. Now it's Roy Johnson. Up the boards and out. Through the skates. Doesn't matter. Went through the skates of the intended recipient, Matthew Lang. That'll be the end of the Anoka power play.
See little things like that. That's just that puck bouncing off the stick and they have a good opportunity. We got a breakaway.
Muss. Ethan Muss. Second of the game, 6-1 Rebels.
Turnovers. They'll kill you every time. Ethan Muss, boy, he's been on it too, you know. You make a mistake, he's right there to capitalize on it. He's done that the whole game here. He's played a really wonderful game.
Time of the goal, 14:57. Muss coming into the night, 12 goals, 5 assists, and 2 tonight. He had an assist on the Ron goal, so a tiny little three-point night for the senior Rebel.
Well, he's had a power play goal and a shorthanded goal too this year's season, so you can see where he's been effective on both ends of the ice.
There he is, Ethan Muss. They give assists to Simonson and Bellison. Muss is second of the night, third point. 14:57 again, time of the goal. Here's off the draw, quick shot by Maloney, deflected away. Tornadoes trying to control it, their own blue line. That was Beaver trying to move it ahead, then the Rebels send it in. That was Anderson. Beaver behind his own net to Maloney on the half wall. He gets shoved. A rude greeting there by Muss. He's now thinking hat trick late in the period. They skate out of there, come out to the point. There's a shot, pad save. Hagelin, maybe his best save of the night.
Yeah.
On that shot by Bellison. Bellison again at the far point. Dumps it right back in. Ron's out there. Coming up on 1 to go, and we've got a stoppage, and we got a penalty, an elbow
on Anoka.
And the Rebels are going to go on the power play. Maloney doesn't like the call, but I don't think it matters what he thinks at this point in time.
Yeah, they don't have a whole lot of political correctness here as far as caring about anybody's feelings with this.
Right.
You're messed up, you pay the price. Well, good opportunity here for Champlin, and boy, I'll tell you, what I like is that how many different names you're calling there. They're doing effective things with the puck for the Champlin Park Rebels.
Roy Johnson out on top. Wrister toward the net. hit traffic, and it's going to deflect all the way out. Champlin Park on the power play late in the period. If they don't score here, it'll carry over into the third. Rebels turn and go. Aberwald, the sophomore, showing good speed. Gives it up. There's Riker Grant. And now it's Blodgett. Blodgett has an assist tonight. We'll try and get it in front. Aberwald, they're stopping. The net came off again.
Surprise, surprise. The tricky skates of Mr. Hagelin, but I can't blame him. I mean, the guy's been under a barrage all night, you know.
Oh, and he's had a lot of Rebel sweaters right in his face. 1:27 remaining in the power play. Just 39 seconds remaining in the period. Rebels hold the zone. They get it out to the point. Here's Anderson toward the net. Roy Johnson. And that hits somebody in front. Roy Johnson right back. Now to the near side. Here's Blodgett. Roy Johnson goes over to the left circle. Fanning on it there was Anderson. Roy Johnson gets it back into the left circle across. Tic-tac-toe. Net came off. They better blow the whistle. It's off again, and it comes all the way down. Under 10 to go in the period. The goalie just resets it, and they play on. And that'll be it. Long shot from the blue line by Blodgett. So 4 unanswered goals in the period, Dan, for the Rebels.
You don't think too much about that net being off there at the end there, but if they would have called it right away, they had enough time to stop it and have a face-off inside the tornado zone. So you have to watch that. But, boy, what a blitzkrieg that period by the Rebels, eh? They showed up in the second period like they usually do. Plus 33 differential. So right now, it's their game.
And by the way, the Rebels will have 47 seconds remaining on the power play when we start the third. So after 1, it was 2-1. After 2, it's 6-1. Champlin Park leading Anoka here at home at the Forum on a Saturday night here on CCX. There we are at the Forum in Champlin, where the Rebels lead the Tornadoes 6-1 after 2 periods of play. It was a pleasant day and a pleasant night here in the Forum tonight. Steve Thompson, Dan Ficken, our great CCX crew, thanks so much for joining us tonight. And after 1 period of play, 2-1, Champlin Park, a big goal at the end of the first period to take that lead, but period number 2, pretty much all Champlin Park. And Anoka had some scoring chances here. Here's Caesar behind the net, chips it in front. That was deflected away. Vincent, a pretty good scoring chance. And then Maloney, a nice step to the front, backhand, and the save by Newell. That was pretty much it. Here's Ron going 200 feet, Dan, to get the goal.
Just rifled a shot in there and just got them back on the board again, and kind of started spelling the demise of the Tornadoes here this period.
And there's a nice feed. Brody Olson buried it from the top of the circle, goes upstairs right under the crossbar over Parker Hagelin, the Anoka goaltender. And the Rebels just really wouldn't let up. Good on the forecheck there. And there's just a wicked wrister from Peterson in the left circle. He just kind of skated off the half wall. Good check there. And he beat the goaltender Hagelin again up high to make it 5-1.
And you're seeing turnovers here. Just the turnovers have been killing him and creating these opportunities. Muss here with a beautiful move down the middle. Case goes right, brings it back to his backhand and scores, but it's been the turnovers. And it's just the hustle and puck movement of the Rebels.
Yeah, and it's been terrific. They really move the puck well. And it's not just the first line, Dan.
No.
You know, they go deep in the lineup and really move it around.
Yeah, that third line has been very effective. They scored a goal. They also figured out where to go. They're shooting everything high now. The last 4 goals were all shot into the upper corner. And they got to figure it out.
So 4 unanswered in period number 2. Shots heavily in favor of Champlin Park, 30-9. Scoring chances also weighted heavily in favor of the Rebels. And then you see the penalties there. They've evened out for Champlin Park in the game. 2 for 7, 3 for 6 for the Tornadoes. Champlin Park 1 for 2 on the power play. Ron's goal, by the way, where he goes 200 feet, came on the power play.
Oh, it did? Okay. No wonder there's a little space for him to move.
Yeah, he was able to go right up the middle and elude a couple of defenders. Once again, Champlin Park in command through 2, leading Anoka 6-1. We'll be back to the Forum and period number 3 in a bit. There are the Rebels getting ready for period number 3. 2 goals in the first, 4 in the second. They lead the Tornadoes 6-1 as they huddle up on the bench and listen to some final instructions from head coach Tom Potter. And they got to be feeling pretty good about themselves. They've played very well. And here's what we got coming up on CCX. Totino Grays and Osseo on Monday night. That's going to be fun. The Eagles, number 1 in 3A. They beat Park Center in Fridley, the number 1 team in 4A.
Wow.
And they'll take on the Orioles on Monday night. That'll be a dandy. And then more boys basketball on Wednesday night. Great rivalry, Osseo and Maple Grove. We got some wrestling, Champlin Park and the Crimson. And then little girls hoops on Friday night. Coon Rapids at Champlin Park. So a lot of Osseo, some Maple Grove, and Champlin Park on the schedule coming up here on CCX. Third period underway.
A lot of sports are coming into the last part of the season now, getting ready for sections here, so a lot of these games will be crucial.
Here's Ron at the point, dumps it in toward the corner. Roy Johnson out there, puck squirts to center. Ethan Muss will give chase. Hounding him, Austin Lang for the Tornadoes. They'll chip it up the boards out to center ice. Hayden Caesar dumps it in, grabbed by the Rebels. Picked up at the line, Tyler Trombley. Trombley will skate into the corner for the Rebels. Up by 5 to start period number 3 at home here at the Ice Forum. There's Ron out to the point, Muss toward the net. And that's the end of the power play. Champlin Park 5-on-4 to start the period. Right out in front. Comes all the way through to Muss. Now to Ron. That wrister hit a leg. Goes up into the netting. That was the leg of Austin Lang. So the power play ends. It's still 6-1.
Well, the Rebels extending their control there after the power play had expired and moved it around again pretty good and got the Tornadoes running a little bit and got an open shot that was blocked. Nice job done there by number 4 for the Tornadoes. Austin Lang.
That goes to the end wall. Champlin Park putting the heat on early in the period. And now it's finally picked up by Anoka, and Jackson Provancha tried to get it out. Rebels hold it in the corner. Matthew Blodgett throws it in front. Trying to get to it was Matthew Peterson. And now the Tornadoes come right back the other way, dumping in, giving chase. Provancha. And now Roy Johnson goes across. Brody Olson, his partner on the blue line for the Rebels, dumps it in. Olson gets it back. Over to Johnson. Trying to throw it into the middle, but it's tipped away. And then Burness I'll go out of play. 15:07 or 15:06 remaining in period number 3.
Yeah, Anoka took another hit today earlier. They're one of their top forwards, their third leading scorer, Michael McGonigal, came down with COVID and tested positive this morning, so he can't be here tonight. And it's another one of the many little setbacks as some of your better people can't play in certain games.
Tornadoes, Jacob Soustrand knocks it to the Rebel blue line. Ron tips it over, and Champlin Park gives chase. Picking up the puck, Joshua Grasky. As Jared Reinholtz goes to his bench here in the third and tries to get some players some ice time. Some names we haven't called. Soustrand gets it ahead. Little speed in over the line. Off the side of the net goes Icarella. Icarella had some speed. Player almost went down. That was Evan Williams. Had that major penalty 45 seconds in. Anoka couldn't take advantage. And then ended up getting the first goal of the game.
A nice rush by the kids from Anoka in that last one and got it down inside the zone and kind of kept it battling there.
Here's Ron to the left circle, stick handling into the corner. Gets it out to the point. Roy Johnson comes over to the near side. Anderson, that was blocked down. Here's Ron again. Back out to Anderson. His wrister toward the net, off the goalie, then off the skate of Ron. Net comes off. I don't think that would have counted. By the way, we have a new goaltender in there for Anoka. Eli Olson, 3-6 on the year, 4.89 goals against, 879 save percentage. Once again, the goaltender, Eli Olson.
Kind of a flutter puck got in on him and kind of moved on him, and he got left a rebound out there that almost got kicked in by Ron.
Cohen New, starting goaltender for Champlin Park. See 9 shots tonight, giving up 1. They chip it toward the net. That goes all the way through. Aberwald couldn't get a stick to it. Trying to step to the front is Muss. Muss across.
Ooh.
Trombley couldn't finish. Here's Roy Johnson back to Trombley. Trombley goes all the way across. Grabbing it there is Simonson toward the net. And now we have the net come off again. So Eli Olson. And it may not be the goalie. It just could be the pins. I remember in the old days when we put the old pipes way down there.
Yeah.
And they weren't going anywhere.
Nope.
There's
some serious dents in your skate blade, too, if you're a goalie.
Yeah, right. And if anybody ran into the net, it was not going anywhere. Yeah, there was a good chance on the side by Trombley. Rebels dump it in behind the net. Traffic in front. Lang couldn't finish for the Rebels. He's right there on the doorstep. Here comes Anoka. Fred Hubner. He's had some good shifts. Active on both ends.
We've got the fourth line out for the Rebels here right now. Lang here getting the puck there. Nice back-checking job there.
And over the line. Reel. Threw it in front all the way through. There's Roy Johnson, senior captain. Big collision over there on the half wall. And now we're going to get some penalties. This guy's mixing it up. And I think these could be coincidental minors. Let's see if they send them both. There's big collision on the half wall. Let's see if both doors open. I know we're going to get a Rebel here. And that's going to be it.
That's going to be it. Oh, rough. Maybe I think he got the elbows up high. No, wasn't him.
Real.
Oh, right there. Came back at him and hit him after he was pushed into the boards there. So that's the penalty. Interference or roughing, one of the two.
Time of the penalty, 4:35. That is Real.
Yep, roughing.
Jason Real, a senior. And now here's Hayden Caesar. Carries it in over the line. Puck goes down into the corner. And Brody Olson knocks it over to the far half wall. Anoka holding the zone. Here's Lang. That's up into the netting. 1:32 to go in the Anoka power play.
Well, got it in deep. Tornadoes did, and then forechecked it. Got a little bit of a turnover, came out and created a shot, but couldn't quite lift it off the ice. And pretty easy save for New. He saw it all the way. Number 4, Austin Lang.
Next week, Anoka hosts Armstrong Cooper on Thursday. Next Saturday night on the road at Tartan. Champlin Park next week. Thursday hosts Spring Lake Park. That is their lone game next week.
But then they're going to have some pretty good teams to play, which is particularly February 10th right there.
Duluth East, at Hastings, at White Bear, Benilde, Moundsview.
They're not playing a weak man schedule.
And I think coaches, when they get their program to a certain point, want to play tough teams because ultimately it is about sections and having a chance to get to St. Paul.
Yes.
Burness has one toward the front. It's picked off by Ty McGee. McGee will dump it all the way in on Eli Olson. Eli Olson in relief of Parker Haglund. Dumping in, giving chase. Cullen McKay. McKay behind the net. Goes up against the boards. And now the Rebels clear the other way. Here's Drew Belloson. Belloson over the line. 3-on-2 all the way through. Into the corner. Will Bernovic's going to bat it ahead. Right back out. Big save by Eli Olson on the one-timer by Drew Belloson. In the left circle. Eli Olson, quite a save. New knocks it down. And now Roy Johnson gets it all the way out to center. Here's Reel out of the box. Tornadoes can't do any damage on the power play. Bernovic can't get to it. And what do we got here? Oh, the net off again.
Again. Must be something in the water in Anoka. Maybe get a good look here in front. Good opportunity by Belson right there, boy. He's had a heck of a game. I like the way he skates too for a D. Got his head up all the time.
Good save by Eli Olson in relief. That was a beauty. 35 shots on goal. Pass in front. Williams. Ron couldn't cash it in. Olson made the save. He didn't get all of it.
Well, Olson's a 6-footer. They're still trying to go high on him, and he's big enough to get his shoulder on it. Those last 2 blocks were due to his size.
Champlin Park carrying it in. That's Williams. Had the first goal of the game. Now it's Ron and Williams. Centering pass. Nobody home. There defensively for the Tornadoes with Joshua Grasky. He was in the right spot at the right time. Batting it ahead is Trevor Lang for Anoka. And the Rebels control. Coming up on 9 to go in the game. They go all the way across. Here's Austin Anderson. Out to center. Grabbed by the Tornadoes. Right back in. Williams couldn't gain control. Now Ron picks it up. Gets hauled down. No call on the half wall. There's a big collision. It's getting decked was Wyatt Maloney. And now it's Roy Johnson. In over the line, goes into the corner, got bumped, tries to hang in there with it, still fighting for it, and now skating out of the corner, Aberwal. Aberwal goes right back behind. Cullen McKay, pretty good shift defensively. Roy Johnson from the outside. That got knocked down by Aberwal and goes wide.
Aberwal almost had one there. Nice deflection attempt.
Tornadoes come all the way out to center. That's knocked down by Belloson. He'll give it up. Here's Trombley. Trombley, one-timer there off the stick of Aberwal, goes wide. Lang, they're not afraid to let it rip.
Oh, no.
This is Aberwald again, the sophomore. Gets it back from the side of the net. He shows speed, gets it further out. This is Belloson. That goes wide and all the way out and down.
They're just so creative, you know, Steve. They're making some great plays and they're creating some good shooting opportunities. You can't just turn it down now. You got to keep playing away.
Trombley on the near side gets pinned along the boards. Now skating into the zone. Peterson off to the left. That shot from the point by Simonson. That one hit the post, and popped into the air. And now it's going to go all the way out. I don't know who rang the bell, but that one clank, and then way up in the air.
And Olsen had to be ready for it. He had to find it and then get his body situated back out front because that's where the puck moved. And a nice play.
That was Cade Simonson, I think. And we'll see if we'll get a look at that one.
I think they got a high stick on that as they tried to reach for that puck coming down.
They'll go all the way to the other end, the left to Cohen New. And the Rebels are going to clear it out to center. Picking it up on the fly. Here's Peterson. Peterson gets it across. Shot down low by Bernovic. Saved by Olsen. Olsen's done a nice job coming in relief. The puck will come all the way out. Blodgett comes to the near side. Roy Johnson into the middle, but it's picked up by the Tornadoes. Right back in by Bernovic. He's really getting after it. The Rebels show a lot of creativity. Like they play together out on the pond, on a Sunday and just get together and play around. They really move the puck well up and down the lineup.
Well, it's funny because you could see that maybe our first two line stuff. Their third and fourth line have played exactly the same way. You can't tell the difference when they're out there. I'm just really impressed with that. That makes good teams great teams when you play like that.
Here come the Rebels. Junin getting a shift. Big collision back there. Pajunin fighting. You like it when these guys maybe on the fourth line get some ice time and they really get after it. That hits someone. And now Anoka's going to turn the other way. So Strand. They're really banging into each other with under 6 to go in the period. Here's Maloney. Maloney over there. He's taking some shots, stays after it. He's had a good game. He has the lone Tornado goal, but he's worked really hard on both ends tonight.
Well, we got to remember, too, this is a rivalry game. These guys don't like each other very much.
Yeah. Champlin Park trying to clear it out of their own end. That's Bellison. Bellison's going to give it up. And carrying it ahead is Ty McGee, sophomore. And the Tornadoes go right back to center. Bellison again. Out to center ice. Pajunin gets a shot, easily steered away by Olsen. And that'll come all the way out to center. As we approach 5 to go in the game. Rebels led it 2-1 after 1. 6-1 after 2. We have a scoreless third period so far. Out to the middle, picked up on the fly. Here's Williams. Williams centering pass, nobody home. Trying to hit Riker Grant. And now it's Roy Johnson. Gives it up, nice feed. Williams again, wrister, hit traffic. Here's Grant. That goes wide, had the goalie out of position, but he sent it wide, and Anoka's gonna head up the ice. Hubner to McKay, and he couldn't get his shot away. McKay with speed a moment ago.
That was a good opportunity. You never knew. He hasn't seen too much in this period, and maybe you can surprise him here with a quick one.
And here come the Rebels. Play continues. Ron is on the ice. Ron tried to go in front, tipped away nicely there defensively. Owen Phelps, good play with the stick.
Yep.
Didn't let Ron beat him. Tornadoes are going to send it down for an ice 3. 52 remaining in period number 3. The Rebels lead it, and they're going to notch, the way it looks, win number 10, barring a miracle comeback.
Well, and they get some one game above 500 here in the conference, and again, they needed to beat this team. This is one team they couldn't let come in and put an upset on them, and they've certainly dominated with a wonderful style of play. And to be interested to watch how these Rebels pull the rest of the season off and then go into sections.
And as you pointed out earlier, Dan, they really utilize the Olympic-sized sheet of ice here at the Forum. They play really well on their home ice.
You also notice, though, Tuesday, that there's a lot of good short passes that they put together in a series of 3 to 4 to 5 to create openings, which bodes well when they're on a smaller rink, too. I mean, they know where each other is at, which really helps a lot.
Wrister from the outside, deflected. That was Drew Bellison. Blodgett in the corner. Also joining the fray over there is Peterson again. Right along the half wall. Blodgett has it in his skates. And now it's kicked away. And Provence is going to send it out. And all the way down, Brody Olson. He has a goal here tonight. Brody Olson's going to go behind his own net. He's being hounded there by Maloney. Maloney still fighting for the Tornadoes. Under 3 to play in the period. And now Blodgett waiting for a player to get onside. Wheels around center ice. Comes to the near boards. A little too far for Pajunin. Big collision at the red line. The Rebels gain control. Pajunin in over the line. Loses the handle. Grabbed by Beaver. And the Tornadoes get it out. Nice feed, Austin Lang. Trying to go to the middle, and that's taken away by Roy Johnson. Just picked his pocket. Look at that.
Smooth city, baby.
There's Pajunin with him, went to the front. Knocked away by Beaver. And right back to center. They'll come to Roy Johnson, knocks it down at the blue line. Did he play it with the high stick? I think so. There you see Drew Pajunin, a junior.
Everybody's getting a chance to play today for the Rebels and for the Tornadoes too, actually. Good choice by both coaches. You might want to keep your starters out now for the rest of the game with your Champlin Park and let your young ones get a little more experience. You don't need any more goals, and you go on your way to your 10th victory.
Hubner goes down into the corner, get bumped. These teams banging into each other. Backhanded toward the front. I think we're going to get a penalty here of some sort. Fred Hubner went down and got a little help on the way. We're going to get the draw out of the zone, but I think that's it. They are not going to call a penalty the way it looks.
Well, it's been a pretty good period for Anoka, actually. They played a little better, and of course they're not seeing the first and second line continually, but they battled back. They haven't quit, and it was fun to see that.
This is Bernovic. Bernovic shot saved by Olson. He steers it into the corner. All the way across. Anderson down into the corner. After it, Blodgett. Trying to skate out of there was Bernovic outside. Blodgett's shot knocked away.
Right now, the Champlin Park is outshooting Anoka 40-10 in shots.
1 minute to go. Rebels gain control. This is Anderson. They go across, shot through. Hit the skate there at Grasky. Reel couldn't come up with it for the Rebels. Player goes down. Now it's Roy Johnson. Gives it up, gets it back. Right into the middle. That shot off the post up into the rafters. Oh. Roy Johnson with the quick wrister almost made it 7-1.
Well, Eli Olson has come into net here for the Anoka Tornadoes and put up a pretty good period here. He's made some outstanding saves, but boy, look at Roy Johnson. That man can do wonders with that stick, one-handed. You see him create an opportunity there.
That is a show of strength for sure. That's not easy. That one goes wide. Brody Olson usually plays alongside Roy Johnson on that top defensive pairing. Final seconds of the game. There's Brody Olson, tries to go across and gets kicked out to center. He'll retreat to his own end. And the Rebels are going to skate it off and go on to a victory. They're on home ice. They're going to move to 10-7-1, 6-5 in the conference. Anoka will fall to 6-14, 1-10 overall. Champlin Park led it 2-1 after one, 6-1 after two. And that is our final score here tonight. Ethan Muss, 2 goals, 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 total points, and you see him there.
Boy, but the thing about him, he played a complete game. You and I were calling his name just as much in the defensive zone as we were in the offensive zone. He's got a heavy shot too, but looking at Coach Potter here, I can see why he's very pleased and happy with this team because, boy, the way they play together and move around all the time, it's a treat to watch them play.
And New made that mistake giving up that goal to Maloney when he deflected it out in front of his own net, and Maloney was able to cash it in. He'll think about that a little bit. And for Champlin Park going forward, if they can get some goaltending, they could be dangerous.
Well, that's the question mark right now. You got 2 goalies. Now you got to get one. You got to hope in the next 6 games here that one of them just steps up and decides to take hold of this position. If you can do that, I think that's really going to help their chances too, because that's really the only area right now that I'm seeing maybe a weakness. Anoka, well, it's been a tough season with all the injuries and stuff. I love the way they had grit and they fought hard tonight. I mean, the pace throughout the game was good, Steve.
Yeah,
Very
they
good.
battled. They went up and down. They were not afraid. They were willing to go into the corners, and ultimately Jared Reinholtz has to be pleased with the effort tonight. They get beat 6-1, get outshot 40-10, but in these rivalry games, you want to see that effort for 54 minutes.
Yeah, and it's been a discouraging season. You don't hope the kids don't lose hope.
Absolutely. So the Rebels get it done tonight here on home ice, and our CCX crew always gets it done. So many great looks and so many great replays tonight. Dan, always good to see you.
You bet, brother.
And at some point, we'll see you down the road. I don't know if it's going to be another hockey game or lacrosse this spring. We'll see about that.
Or as we like to say, the beautiful game.
Yeah, absolutely.
You bet.
We were dreaming a little bit between periods about 65 degrees sunny night for a lacrosse game. But been a fun one here at the Forum. Champlin Park beats Anoka 6-1. Good night.